Hey, welcome to another update on Archmage Rises, and I am very excited to show you this amazing role-playing game which I and the rest of the team have put together. We have finished, more or less, finished the combat build. So I am here to show you very briefly the new combat in the main game. So you can go on Steam and you can download it right now for those that have pre-ordered. And if you don't have time or you haven't pre-ordered, but I can just show you what it looks like right now. So we are going to go hunt some orc. That's what I say now at the end of stand-up. That's how we know when stand-up's over, because I was watching Lord of the Rings films, and that was the last line in Fellowship of the Ring, and I thought it was pretty cool when Aragorn says, "Let's hunt some orc." So I don't know where the bad guys are because it's a procedurally generated world, and I have no idea where anything is. So I'm gonna go look around and see if we can find ourselves some combat. It's getting night time. Oh, now it's daytime again. Oh, I spot spider tracks. Okay, so there's gonna be spiders around here somewhere. Okay. Oh, look at that. Success. Ooh, I found the spider's lair. Now, where are the spiders? I'll just wait here. Hey, spiders came and approached me. Okay, so what I was trying to do was get an outside combat because I want to show you some of the new graphics rather than going into the dungeon. Okay, so here we are. We're at night, and we now have a new day-night detector thing so that we have nighttime graphics, and we're in a forest. And so these are the graphics that maybe you've already seen in the previous builds. And look at this. We got 55 different spells. So I kind of cheated and learned them all immediately. You're going to have to earn them. But we have new visual effects that we can put in. We're going to cast a fireball here, and we've got a nice AoE going. You can't cast fireball at the front because it hurts me. Well, I did it anyway. Okay, did you see that? And the ground lit on fire? That's cool. I just turned on dev mode to make sure that I don't die in the middle of this demo. Okay, so we are burning, and I'm burning for one more turn, and the source is from the fireball that I shot. So that's why you can't shoot fireball in the front row, because it's going to hit you and hurt you. So now I can shoot fireball at these guys here, and right now, because my lore level is very low, when I mouse over them, the tooltip just shows me their current hit points and not really anything else. But after I fight them and kill them for a while, then my lore level will go up, or I can cast Arcane Insight. And so if I cast Arcane Insight on this spider guy, now I can see how much they weigh, how much armor they have, what their willpower is, their resistances. So they are weak towards ice spells, but we don't have a cool ice effect, so I'm going to keep hitting them with fireballs. And they are 100% immune to poison, so I can't use any poison spells on them. And I think now that I cast that, I can't use fireball. So you see we got ground effects here, we got things burning. Because these other things died with fire, they immediately turn to ash, which means I won't get any loot from them. Unless you polymorph them into a chicken, and then you kill them with fire, and then you end up with barbecued chicken. That's my favorite feature of the game right now. Okay, so I can't cast fireball, so I'm going to pass my turn. Click. Kiki, kiki, kiki. Okay, so we got them giving some kind of spider sounds. Okay, my turn. Now I can hit them with my fireballs. And yeah, I'll hit them there. Let's see that effect again. Boom! So I think Ruby did a good job on the fireball effect. And now I can just finish them off with magic missile. Well, actually, yeah, I have to use magic missile. Oh, what I can do is I can charm him. I'm gonna charm that guy in the back. They didn't get charmed. That makes me sad. Okay. Okay, I can't do anything else. Start a new round. I really want to charm one. Let's try that again. Okay, so I'm going to crank it. So I can charm foes with up to 10 willpower. So let's try that. He has 10 willpower. How do I know that? Because I cast Arcane Insight on this guy, and then it gives me the information for all the ones that are of the same type. There we go. Now he's on my side. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we got this new spell, Daggerfall. And this does streak damage comes down in a row. So I don't want to hurt the guy that I just did. Oh, Daggerfall's not really going to help me. So that's why there's so many spells, because there's so many different situations to deal with. So I'm going to just do a little small thing, take you out. Gotcha. They now drop corpses, and those matter sometimes. Like if they're skeletons, the corpse can come back to life and start fighting you again. If it's there's a carrion crawler, it can start eating the corpse and get its health regained. Okay, there's nothing else I can do here. Oops. Okay. I'm deaf in one ear. Oh, man. From the burning damage, I'm deaf in one ear. So that's a new thing where you can take permanent injuries from the combat. So that's why you don't want to tank. You want to throw up a shield like so. And now I'm going to fireball these guys. Because... Got him! Okay. And now I can just finish them off. Let's see, is there a spectacular way to finish them off? Not really. We don't have a lot of special effects in yet, so. Cast them, got them. Hey, look at this, we got loot! Okay, so that was one of the big complaints people had, was there wasn't any loot, so we added a whole new system for loot. And why do spiders drop gold? I don't know. Nobody seems to question it in World of Warcraft, so here you go. So it automatically gets picked up as soon as you hit continue. Okay, and so if I go down in here into the dungeon, if I get into some different graphics for the backgrounds. It's been a while since I've been in these dungeons. I spent so much time in combat. Okay. We are exploring. So, what's great about this, we plugged it in and it worked pretty good. It only took us a week to get it into the main game. So, that means next week we are going to start with build 14. And what is build 14, you ask? Build 14 is the build where we make everything in the world good. Reasons to play, goals, things to achieve, lots of ways to get spells. Build 14 is real big. We might have to split up build 14 into build 14, 15, 16. But it's good to know that we are finally going to start on it. Supported by my own game here. Oh! That's supposed to be a dungeon background. Daniel, how could you? Oh well. Oh, look at that. Well, my spells weren't showing. And now they are. Okay, so I think there may have been actually an error because my spells weren't showing there for a second, and so it probably had an error to do it. Okay, well, anyways, is this build perfect? No, it's not perfect. But it is solid in that I didn't actually lose my spells. I still have them. I can cast them. So it is. It's got better combat, and now there's more game to play. How do you get more spells? You can go to the Conclave and you can buy spell books from there, which you can study and you get more. Or go into dungeons. You can find quests in the inn, go into dungeons, and then you'll find books usually in the dungeons, and those will have spells in them as well. It'll take you a long time before you get all these spells, but they are in there and they do work. And Ruby is busily working on the visual effects for them, and we still have to do a sound pass on it. But yeah, very happy that build 12 was the dungeon build, and it took us 17 months to do that build. That's pretty insane. Well, we're slightly insane anyway for the level of complexity and depth that we put in this game. But anyway, it took us 17 months to do that. Build 13, the combat build, took us 4 months to do. So we're going in the right direction, and that's exciting. Now build 14 is massive. The design document that I have, I'm currently working on it and I'm not done, and it's 120 pages long. Now, I do start a new page every time I have a section. There's some pictures in there. But anyway, the point is that there's a lot in to go in build 14. But basically, build 14 is how do I win the game? And then all the steps that are necessary in order to go and win the game. And you're like, what? You can win a procedural game? And the answer is yes. Because I like playing procedurally based games, but I like to have a point, a purpose, something to go and strive towards. One of my favorite games of all time is Capitalism 2, and in Capitalism 2 they show you a list of the biggest billionaires, like Forbes' top 10 list of billionaires, at least at that time when the game came out. Number 1 was Bill Gates, and so I love playing that game and beating Bill Gates and basically knowing that I'm smarter and better than Bill Gates. Okay, that's what that game teaches me. So very important to me in this game that you have clear goals that you can go after, and there's lots of them. I think the last count was 14 different ways to like win the game in a sense. So you can always keep playing as long as you're alive. You don't age out. Well, you do age out in the game, but as long as you're still alive and you haven't aged out, you can just keep playing even if you achieved one of the big victories. Okay, that is it for showing you Build 13 combat. Thank you for your patience, and we are going to start on Build 14. And if we don't split Build 14 up into 15, 16, whatever, that's the last build before we are alpha and feature complete. So that's exciting, but still a lot of work to go. So thanks, and I will see you later.